When Trump announced Project Freedom, he said it is a, quote, humanitarian effort and a favor to the world. A day later, U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said waterway is under U.S. control and their Navy is guiding commercial vessels out of the strait. But hours after Hegseth's statement, the president put his Project Freedom on hold at Pakistan's request. Reacting to this, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Navy said safe transit through the strait will be ensured with new procedures in place. However, the statement did not specify what the new procedures entailed. Trump pulled back from Project Freedom within 24 hours. Let's now take a look at how the events unfolded. On May 3rd, the president announced that the U.S. Navy will start guiding commercial vessels out of the strait. In response, the IRGC announced blockade at entry and exit points of the strait. Project Freedom came into effect on May 4th. The U.S. claimed that some vessels have passed through the strait unharmed, and CENTCOM confirmed to have hit 6 Iranian boats trying to approach the vessels. On the same day, the UAE reported attacks on its Fujairah oil facility and intercepted multiple drones and missiles in its airspace. The UAE once again reported missile and drone interceptions in its airspace on May 4th. U.S. Secretary of War and Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff gave a briefing on Project Freedom, but hours later, the president announced a pause on the mission. Trump administration has already informed U.S. Congress that Operation Epic Fury is over. U.S. naval blockade on Iranian ports remains in place. On the peace front, U.S. awaits Iran's response to its 14-point memorandum aimed at ending the war and start formal talks. We had earlier spoken to retired Lieutenant Colonel Daniel L. Davis, who's a military expert and host of Daniel Davis Deep Dive on YouTube, and this is what he told us.
We are no closer than we were the day before, no matter what a social media post by the President of the United States may say, because none of the fundamental issues have been resolved, and that is that Iran is in firm control of the Strait of Hormuz, and they just yesterday published new permanent conditions for passage through. I think it's called the Persian Gulf Strait Authority, and they said, "Listen, we're in control of this. If you pay a fee, if you get an authorization, if you pay us reparations, you can come through, and this is permanent." So until that gets addressed, either the United States acknowledges it or the Iranian side refutes it, one way or the other. That is the central issue right now, of this entire war right now. And you see that the Iranian side is not only firm, but getting more firm in their control of it. So until I hear anything out of the White House that acknowledges that issue there, I don't know what else is on these 14 points, but that's got to be point number one, and it is definitely not resolved.